Alright, that was a little something right there. But anywho, we got it fixed. But anyways, what's going down YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we have Michael Jordan's one-on-one defense. Now, Jordan is my number one, okay? He is my number one. I might be 21 years old. I might be 21 years old, okay? But me, Jordan is the reason why I watch basketball. Like, real talk, he is the reason. Because I'm sure some of us, like when we were kids, we would watch Space Jam, right? I knew nothing of Michael Jordan at that time. I thought, okay, he's just another actor, whatever. But when I told my dad, like, Dad, was he an actual basketball player? Because at that time, I was just only watching, like, Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming, and I believe Steve Francis. But I didn't really pay attention much of basketball right there. But then that's whenever I asked Dad, like, "Hey, Dad, was Michael Jordan actually a basketball player?" And he said, "Yeah." So pretty much, you could say my dad told me about Michael Jordan. He showed me some of his highlights, and I was like, "Oh my God!" So now I'm a Michael Jordan fan. Okay, I might not be a Chicago Bulls fan, but I am definitely a huge, huge fan of Michael Jordan. But look, we got Michael Jordan's one-on-one defense. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm not sure if that's copyrighted or not. But anyways, shout out to this guy for this. Shout out to this the person who made this. I can't even pronounce that, but shout out to the guy who made this. I'm sure he took a lot of time and effort for this. Um yeah. Yeah, shout out to the guy for this one. It should be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, nope. Nope, not today. Not no copyright. Seems like this is gonna be a muted video. It's all good. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Turn off subtitles. Who's that? Isaiah Thomas? No, it's not Isaiah. Oh, that is Thomas. Larry? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard to find players who could do this today. I'm not gonna lie. The only players that I know who could do this in real life, or not in real life, but who could do this now, the only players that I know of is Amen Thompson, his brother Ashur Thompson. Um, who else? Yeah. Steph Curry's not really much of a lockdown defender. He could guard players here and there, but I don't know. Maybe Alex Caruso, J Dub. Let's see, J Dub. Obviously, Jalen Williams. Let's see. Did I say Caruso? Did I say Alex Caruso? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Um, is Shea Gilchrist? I don't know. I've seen Shea guard players here and there, but I don't see him guarding like the way how the previous guys I said do it. Who else? I don't know. Maybe Marcus Smart. I guess. I don't know. But look, yeah, it's hard to find players who could do this. Like who are like the best defenders now. I mean, Kawhi Leonard. Don't get me wrong. Kawhi Leonard. He's still up there. But injuries slowed him down just a little bit. Let's get back to it. Dude, the timing is just crazy. Defense is really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. Defense is actually tough to like. If you're actually a great lockdown defender, and I'm not talking about like in the NBA. I'm also talking about if you play like street basketball, which means if you just go to a random park and you play basketball, right? It's actually really hard to know the timing, right? You gotta know your timing, your balance, your footwork, and like your reach whenever you're trying to go for the basketball. Because like whenever I play basketball, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, okay? Like I suck on offense. I am not a great shooter. I'm a good passer. I could say that I'm a good passer. But yeah, I'm not a great shooter. I have zero handles. I got no handles. I'm not really good at the post. I pretty much take my post like sky hooks, like Kareem. That's just what I do on offense, okay? Look, like here's the thing with me. I'll make like at least 3 shots in a row or at least 4 shots in a row. Then after that, I just brick everything, right? But when it comes to offense, I do my best on defense, okay? I could guard players. I could guard players like from the yeah, I could guard the perimeter. I could guard the interior sometimes. I could get good steals here and there, but yeah. But look, if you are a defensive player, you should know like it is actually really hard or like it's all about timing, right? You got to know the footwork, you got to know your balance, you got to be good at reading the offensive player of what they're doing. You got to know like your footwork. Like okay, you got to be a lot more quicker, than the before he even the person who has the ball, right? You got to know what he's like, know when he's about to take the step. So yeah, you got to know the step that he takes first, and after that, you got to know your reach if you're trying to go for the ball. But yeah, man. Mm. That Chamberlain? No, that's not Wilt. That's not Wilt. Oh yeah, I got the hiccups. That looks like Michael Jordan when it was his second year in the NBA. Blocking shots. Okay, another steal. Hey, and flying to the rim. That was on Magic. Okay. Charles. Okay. Oh, hey, hey, hey. This is not boring. This is not. I swear, this is not boring. I kind of just woke up. That's why. Okay, let's see. Was that Nick? It was Nick. Oh damn, that's Grant. Oh damn, that's Grant Hill. Okay. Okay, so this must have been after. Okay, that's part of the end of the video. Yeah, that must be the end of the video. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that was the end of the video. Okay. So that right there was Grant Hill. So pretty much this ay, hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. We back. But look, that right there was Grant Hill. So this right here, this must have been after, this must have been after Isaiah Thomas retired from the league. Interesting. Okay. But look, like y'all know how earlier I was talking about defense, and when it comes down to steals, there's a reason why Michael Jordan, I think he's number 4 or number 3 on the what like the leader for the leader of steals, like on the record books or something like that, like who has the most steals for their careers. There's a reason why the likes of John Stockton. John Stockton, keep in mind, John Stockton, he has 2 records. 1 for assists and 2 for steals. I think he has like what, 2,300 steals or something like that. If that don't tell you how much of a great of a player John Stockton was, then I don't know what proves that he was. Or yeah. But yeah, John Stockton, he is number 1 in steals. I think yeah, Jason Kidd is like number 2. Yeah, he's number 2 for steals. I think he has like 1,000 or something like that. Number 3, I think, is it Gary Payton? No. Is it Chris Paul? No. Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's behind Jordan. Let's see. Yeah. It's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's number 3, if I am mistaken. Number 4 has to be number 4 probably is Chris Paul. Number 5 is Gary Payton, I think. I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna name the rest because I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know who's after or who's next after Gary Payton. But look, yeah, those right there are like that right there just tells you how great those players were when it comes down to defense. Now Michael Jordan, like I said, fantastic player. Like, I'm never disrespecting Michael. Now, well, if you guys are thinking about checking out the original video for yourself, obviously you know where to find it. It's going to be in the description down below. But look, that right there is all I got for today's video. And until then, yeah, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace and love.